Alright, boys. I hate to even show this. I don't know whether to show you that or that. God, that hurt. Alright, so I got the head off. Camshafts out. I must be wrong about my oiling. The rockers must oil off of a main, which doesn't do me any. It's not any easier. But the cam journals and the lobes look perfect. No galling, no nothing. It's covered in oil. Cylinder head looks perfect. Cylinder walls look perfect. Deck surface looks perfect. But you can see, okay, so here's my oil hole. And here's the stud hole, the head bolt hole. And here's my elongated holes right here. So oil pressure comes up here, slides over, and goes up, up the stud. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to stuff the camshaft back in it. And I'm going to have to clean these holes out somehow. I don't exactly know how yet, because I'm afraid if I'm correct and it oils off the mains, I got to be careful, because I could potentially stuff a bunch of dirt down in the main bearings, which would not be good. And because my engine stand is loaned out, I have no way to flip this over to get the crankshaft out of it. I mean, I can lower it out the bottom. Really don't want to. I'm going to see if I can get something long and a vacuum and see if I can't do some cleaning. But God, that hurts. This damn thing was running. There's damn parts everywhere. Son of a bitch. Alright. Well, I'm going to stuff the camshaft back in it. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Yeah. Anyway, there's the update. The gasket looks perfect. And it squished my fire rings pretty good. Of course, I had just gotten to my second hot retorque, so they're not squished as they're supposed to be. They still come up just a little bit. So, the cylinder walls look perfect. Pistons look great. Everything else looks good. And like I said, I've pulled 2 rods and 2 mains. The one directly under number 5 and the one directly under number 2. Both rods and mains look good. So, and see, that's the weird thing. Here's what I don't get. So I got galley plugs here, 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 and here. Now this is a 2nd gen block, so it either would have been a VP44 or a P-pump motor. I don't know which. Hey, there we go. That looks a little better. So one of these would have been for the vacuum pump setup, which is what I'm going to be getting. The other one would have been an oil line for the P-pump, and the other 2 I don't know. Here's the thing. I had my oil pressure gauge in this hole, and I'm reading pressure. I pulled these 3 plugs out, and all of them have oil in them. So, I don't know where the clog is. It don't make any sense. And I can see straight through that one. I don't know, and there's no galley plug behind my hoses here. Oh, I'm going to have to do some digging. See if I can figure out what the hell's going on. That's not good. I really need to pull up a schematic of how the oiling system works and figure out whether, I'm pretty sure it oils off the mains now, not the cam. I went down and looked at my block, my old block, and I thought it came off the camshaft, but now it doesn't make any sense. For some reason I had in my mind, some camshafts, the journal on it won't be solid. It'll have a split in the center, so it'll actually be 2 different surfaces that it rides on, and the oil pressure surrounds it, and it will actually go to a second port and go somewhere else. That, for some reason, I felt like that's what I had going on here, and apparently I don't. So it must oil off the mains. Shit. Well, enough talking. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna stuff the camshaft back in it, and I'm gonna get to work and see what I can figure out. Yeah. Anyway, boys, that's a little update on the motor. She gonna be back together. She gonna run. I don't know when yet, but it's gonna run at some point. I do need to find a head gasket. Anyway, enough talking. It's been real.